the right, except this kingdom, to call Joseph Aloba to order and find out the exact cause of death of his son. Permit me not to say that the appearance in the public on the behavior of your son is creating a lot of concerns and is diminishing our traditional values. We also ask you, Your Majesty, that you advise your son, Joseph Aloba, to stop and desist from using the death of his son to amass financial wealth. This is what is out there. And as a son, a member of this country, I believe our traditional values must be properly guided. And Your Majesty, we don't know anybody else to run to. That is why we came all the way from Lagos. I am actually based in Europe. I also live in America, and I came home because of this cause. And I'm not the only one who has traveled wide to find out what is happening to our country. A lot of us are in distress because of what happened to one of your sons. And we believe that if you use your office, we would be able to find some peace and clarity in this case. Finally, Your Majesty, we believe that the tradition demands that our culture must be maintained at all times. This is the sole reason I have been selected to come here and beg with your throne. We know your son and the Inspector General of Police. We know that they will honor your voice if you call them. And through you, the justice that we seek, we may find very quickly. Because justice delayed is justice denied. And justice for one is justice for all. Your Majesty, I thank you. I cannot express how I feel to be able to stand before you to speak on behalf of the world. I appreciate that you are able to grant us this access to your kingdom. Long live the king, long live Ekereland, long live Ekiti. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Kábíyèsí aláyé wà pẹ́lẹ́dẹ́ ohun eré lójú rẹ̀ yarí. The NGO representative,
Yes, sir.
Larry Omodia, on behalf of His Majesty, we are very grateful to you and your foundation. This is a matter that concerns us more than any person. How we wish mohbad had been alive as a shining star, but unfortunately, he has been snatched away by death. We have had you. I will request, we will give you an address where you now post that the demand. We will study it and we see exactly where this kingdom can come in. And then we will do that because Aloba is our son. Mohbad the son was our son. And we have had all the stories about Mohbad, his death, all the things that are going. But this has now brought it closer home. That needs our intervention. So when we study your request, we see exactly where the kingdom will come in and we appropriately do that.
Thank you, sir.
So we left. They said
wọ́n ní àkọjá wájú ọgbà kan máa tó gbà tó hàn kan alátẹ̀kù fẹ́ bá wa fi lè pa ní ọjọ́. Elders, even though they are not Jews, but they are one of the builders and leads of this town. The sheep that spoke to you is the head of all the sheep in the village, and it's called the sheep sacrifice. They have spoken on our behalf. Mine is to thank you for the sacrifice you and your group that you are making on behalf of the ordinary people, not just mohbad, because I know this is not your first. We appreciate you. Thank you for the sacrifice to get justice, like sheep sacrifice. So, head of office. Mohbad's dad also. Staff out there. So it's really very, very cool. We have not gotten out of that thing. Now, what you are doing really is humanitarian and under the care of God. God will continue to be with you and your group. God will assist you in unique favor with God and with men. So we have you as replied by the chief to work on this. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I greet all your people, the people that came with you. Ọmọ wa náà ní orí mo gbọ́ tó sọ Yorùbá just now. So àlọ́ àpapọ̀ yín ọlọ́run lè dùn ẹ̀ máa pa yín mọ́ ẹ̀ ní ṣíṣe ẹ̀ ní wọ́pọ̀ ẹlẹ́gẹ̀ẹ́ o. Gbogbo ọ̀nà mọ́tò yín á lọ àpapọ̀ ẹ̀ ní accident lágbára yóò wà. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń tiraka ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ẹni ẹlẹ́ni ọlọ́run lè dùn ẹ̀ máa gbọ́ tì yín o. Ẹ ṣe mo dúpẹ́. So you get from us.
Thank you. God bless you. Yeah, we just heard the petition being read to a letter, or let me say a request that is being read to the KBC, the Ogoja of Ikeregiti, and was duly responded to by one of the chiefs, who has asked that the official letter be submitted to the office
in the palace there, and the king has also just responded, thanking the crew, the foundation, Larry Omodia, members of the public that has put this together to visit him in the palace. He has just thanked everybody. Now let's continue listening to the Kabiyesi.
Bí gbogbo ẹ lọ ló tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ọmọ yẹn ti lọ ẹ̀yin náà ẹ ti jẹ́ sílẹ̀ ẹ wá sí nígbà fáyé lè gbọ́ kọ́ lè mọ̀ adúpẹ́ gidigidi amọ̀rírì nǹkan tẹ̀ ń ṣe kò dẹ̀ gbàdúrà pé ọlọ́run ẹlẹ́gbọ̀n àwọn náà tó àdúrà yìí ọlọ́run adáàbòbò ní òkúgbọ ọ̀nà yìí ọlọ́run àti èmi kò sẹ́ni tí ò dùn àpé mo dárúkọ Ṣadé Adé ọmọ wa ń bè mí kò síbi tí wọ́n ti gbórúkọ ìfẹ́ nípa àwa ti ní ìrètí pé eléyìí náà tún jẹ́ ìkan lára àwọn pọ̀ bó bá ṣe wọ ọlọ́run gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tó mú wá mo ti sọ pé à á jíròrò lórí èrò àbẹ̀ fún lápò lábọ̀rọ̀ náà ẹ ṣé gan-an.
The Kabiyesi just the Kabiyesi just took a question from the press, and in his response, he first of all thanked members of the public who has taken this upon themselves, who have left their various abode to come to Ikere land to discuss this matter with the king. He appreciated everybody, and that Shadi Adu, in fact, I'm hearing this for the first time, is also a son or a daughter of the soil. Now mohbad, that they have hope that is going to be another Shadi Adu globally, has been taken untimely. He really appreciates the members of the public for coming, and that he has said earlier, is going to sit with his council, looking through the requests that have been submitted or that will be submitted by Larry Omodia Foundation. They are going to look into it, deliberate on it, and probably get back to the members of the public through Larry Omodia, whatever their responses are. We've heard all the requests that the public has made to the Kabiyesi. He has duly acknowledged all of them. They were equally pained by the sudden demise of Aloba, equally pained, but they have promised the general public that they will look into those requests, and definitely they will get back. They will get back to the public on that matter. Equally, the Kabiyesi interested in justice for mohbad. They really want to know what happened, and they've taken that. Now that you have brought this matter to my kingdom, he promised that the kingdom will step into the matter and they will look into all the requests that have been made. Thank you. Yeah, Jerry, if you have any, Jerry, you are muted. If you have anything to feed us on, yeah, go ahead.
All right, from the information gathered here now, the Kabiyesi has made a promise because African television, out of the part of the petition presented before the royal father, is that Joseph Aloba should desist from catching cruise with the death of his son. Because to me, it's as this man is catching cruise. Because the last time I saw a petition that he served African television, that African television should cancel the petition made against Wunmi Aloba. That sound absorbed to me, because from all the indication, from all that we've seen so far now, these are the primary suspects to the death of mohbad, and nothing has been done so far about their case. So petition being filed against them is legal and binding. So for Joseph Aloba to come and said African television should desist from the petition and from the broadcast made against Wunmi Aloba, to me, it seems as if Baba Mohbad knew more than we know. And now that we've come to the royal father, Baba Mohbad is their son, Mohbad is their son. So I'm very sure the royal father, based on his promise, is going to call Baba Mohbad to order so that he will stop all this nonsense. To me, it's nonsense. All this nonsense that he is. And he cannot stop Nigerians, both home and abroad, from finding justice for the death of mohbad. So all this that is doing cannot stop. African television started it first, and we in African television, we are bold. We started this and we said we don't start a journey that we don't finish. We are going to see to the end of this, and definitely justice will be served on the death of mohbad. I can guarantee that.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry, for that wonderful submission. But please, can you just please tell us, you are live on the ground there. Can you please tell us the mood in the palace? You know, the chiefs, the people that were there listening to the petition. Can you just brief us? What do you see? What kind of a mood can you perceive from the palace, from the king, and everyone with respect to this petition and the case of mohbad? Jerry, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, you are muted before.
Yes.
Did you hear the question?
Judging from their mood, their countenance speaks volume. Every one of them was somehow sober. All the chiefs, the king, I was looking at their reactions when we were talking about this, when they were reading the petition. When they were reading the petition against Baba Mohbad, and the observation seen about the case and the way the case is going, I see the chiefs
Jerry, are you there? We're not hearing you.
Oh, Jerry has. Oh. Okay. Okay. Jerry is trying to let us know the mood. Like I asked him, what is the mood in the palace with the king, with the chiefs, and everyone around there. He's trying to let us know that the old palace is in sober mood. The chief, the kings, they are all in sober mood at this point in time with respect to this matter before them. And of course, a true father will always be in a sober mood, losing a prominent son of the soil. So he's trying to describe the atmosphere for us from weekends. You know, they are on ground, so he's trying to describe the atmosphere so that we can all appreciate what the atmosphere is in the palace of the Ogoga of Ikere Ekiti. He's optimistic that from the tone of the kings and the chiefs that they will step in and they will also join members of the public to seek justice for their son. I hope, Jerry, if you can hear us, if you can request back, it's a technical issue. If you can request back, we would like to continue with that line of thought. So let me leave the floor open to members of the panel who wants to weigh in what we have seen so far.
Yes, I would like to. For an American in the Justice for Mohbad, I think it was really awesome to be able to see this today. Mind you, I haven't slept yet. Normally I'm sleeping at this time. Phoenix is doing a great job co-hosting for me and chairman as well. But this is a first time that I get to see something like this, and it's kept my eyes open. And I think it's a really great move. This one's even better than the press conference, to be honest with you. So I'm actually impressed. I'm very impressed.
Yes.
If anybody else would like to speak, go ahead.
I am absolutely impressed. Thank you so much, African Television. That was great. Thank you. we must get this justice. We have to get justice. So that's a very, very good thing you've done. Bold step. We love it.
Yes, African TV, you're welcome. You can unmute your mic. You're live.
Yeah, hold on. Well, Jerry is going to be talking to you. I'm doing an interview now with NTA. So Jerry is going to be talking to you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Get it like that. Like that. Oh yeah. Ṣé Baba Mohbad?
Your name and the
The name is Larry Omodia. I'm the chairman of Larry Omodia Foundation for Justice Reform, initials Love JR. And I'm the CEO of African Television based in Europe.
All right. Can you tell us why your organization is here? What are your exact requests from the traditionals to getting justice for?
Well, like I said in the press conference, you can see charity begins at home. And we believe that every Nigerian is accountable to a local government. You are accountable to a kingship. Even if you're not from the kingship lineage, you have a king that rules over your region. So we have come to the birthplace of Ilerioluwa Aloba, aka Mohbad. We have come to the fatherland of Mohbad. We have come to report some of the family nuances from Joseph Aloba, the father of Mohbad, the family of Mohbad, the mother of Mohbad, the wife or alleged wife of Mohbad. As Nigerians, they are accountable to their traditional rulers. So we have taken it upon ourselves to come and engage the traditional ruler, the Majesty King of Ikere, to speak to the son of the soil, Joseph Aloba, to call him to order on some of the behaviors that we see that may be bringing shame to the land of Ikere in Ekiti. So we believe that the traditional ruler will call their son to order on certain points, the burial of Mohbad. Scientific evidences have been collected. There should be no reason for that body to remain in the mortuary. We have complained to the king to find out why a son of the soil would keep their own son in the freezer for some 17 months, especially after scientific evidences have been collected. We have come to complain to the king of Ikere to call Joseph Aloba to order to make sure that he gets the DNA done between him and Mohbad's wife. You see, the rigmarole and the playing on public intelligence or integrity is gone way too far. So we believe that the king of the land can reach out to Joseph Aloba and correct him on some of the things that are misrepresenting this Ikere land. Then furthermore, as a majesty, the king of a kingdom, we believe his voice will carry weight to the Inspector General of Police. We have asked the king to engage the Inspector General of Police to get an explanation on what is going on in Lagos. Why is the inquest cancelled? Why is everything haywire? Why are petitions not being dealt with? So we believe the highest ruler of Ikere land in Ekiti has a voice that the Inspector General of Police should listen to, and maybe Inspector General of Police will give him an accurate picture of what is actually going on. We're not stopping here. We're moving to the government as well to call the government out and get them involved. We recently filed a petition at Panti and Zone 2 in Lagos. We are taking this serious, and we are making sure that no stones, no boxes are left open in the case of Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad is justice for all. So that is why we traveled all the way from Lagos with journalists all over the world. We came to this kingdom, and we are happy that the king received us with open arms.
Thank you.
Thank you.
for the
Ní
Yoruba
Yorùbá,
audience.
okay.
Alright, so why is your vote? Kílódé tí di ẹgbẹ́ yín tún fi àbẹ̀wò sí ààfin Olùkà àti ìlú Ìkẹrẹ́ Èkìtì àti kí ni àwọn ìbéèrè yín nípa àṣírí pé ìgbẹ́jọ́ òdodo wà lọ́rọ̀ ipò Yorùbá?
Ẹ ṣé ẹ̀yin tèmi. Orúkọ mi ni Lárí Ọmọdíà. Èmi ni ọ̀gá iléeṣẹ́ Love JR Foundation, ìyẹn Lárí Ọmọdíà Foundation for Justice. Èmi dẹ̀ ni olórí iléeṣẹ́ African Television tó wà ní Europe. Now, nǹkan tá à ń ṣe ni pé à ń gbèjà àwọn èèyàn ní ọ̀rọ̀ ìdájọ́ òdodo. Now, a ti wá sí ìlú Ìkẹrẹ́, a wá bá ọba ìlú Ìkẹrẹ́ ìtorí pé kí ni ibi tí bàbá Mohbad ti wá nì. A dẹ̀ mọ̀ yí pé gbogbo wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí Yorùbá tá jẹ́, bá jẹ́ mílíọ̀nìà o, bójá aláta ni wá o, bójá oníṣẹ́ bíríkìlà ni wá o, ó ní ìlú tá ti wá. Ìlú tá dẹ̀ ti wá, a ní fẹ́ borúkọ ìlú yẹn jẹ́. À ń láti hùwà ìdodo so that a máa gbórúkọ ìlú wa ga. So a ti wá fẹjọ́ sùn ní ọ̀dọ̀ Aláàfin Ọ̀gàngà ní ìlú Ìkẹrẹ́. A wá fẹjọ́ sùn ní pé gbogbo yánmayànmá tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ Mohbad kí wọ́n bá wa dá sí. Wọ́n bá wa dá sí, kí wọ́n pe bàbá Mohbad pé kí ló dé tí ò ṣe tí ì sin ọmọ ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ìgbà tán ti gba gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ fi ṣe ìyẹ̀wò lọ́dọ̀ wọn ìjọba ti ṣe tiwọn, bàbá Mohbad ti ṣe tiẹ̀. Kí ló dé tí wọ́n ṣe lọ sin Mohbad kó lọ sinmi? Kán máa gbé bọ̀ níkẹrẹ́ gan, ìyẹn gan ló yẹ kí n sọ fún ọba tí mi ò rántí sọ fún wọn. Kán gbé ọmọ yẹn wá, kán wá sin kó sinmi, kí òkú ẹ̀ sinmi. Ìgbà kan là ń jà pé kán máa tí ì sí torí pé a fẹ́ kí wọ́n gba àwọn nǹkan tán máa yẹ̀wò lára ẹ̀ tán máa fi ṣe ìyẹ̀wò yẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti gbà, ìyẹn ti lọ. So a ti ní pé kí ìyẹ̀wò ti ọmọ Liam, ọmọ tó ń jẹ́ Liam, tí wọ́n sọ pé ọmọ Mohbad ni kì í ṣe ọmọ Mohbad. A ti sọ fún ọba pé kán bá wa dá sí, kí wọ́n rí pé bàbá Mohbad ohunkóhun tóun àti Wùnmí ṣe, kán pé adájọ́ Èkó ti sọ fún wọn pé kán lọ ṣe ìyẹ̀wò, wọn ò dẹ̀ lọ ṣe. So a fẹ́ kí ọba ìlú yìí kó pe bàbá Mohbad wá sílé, kán wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ pé kí ló dé tí ẹ̀ ṣe tí ì ṣe ìyẹ̀wò ọmọ ẹ̀, bóyá ọmọ ìlú yìí ni Liam. A fẹ́ kọ́ bá mọ̀ bóyá ọmọ ìlú yìí ni Liam, tí ó bá ń ṣe ọmọ ìlú yìí, kọ́ bá mọ̀ pé wọn ò lè gbé ọmọ àlè wá sí ìlú wọn. Then a tún ti sọ fún wọn báyìí pé kí wọ́n pe Inspector General of Police, yẹn ọ̀gá pátápátá àwọn ọlọ́pàá ní Naija, kí wọ́n bá wa dá sí lọ́dọ̀ ìjọba pé kí ni Inspector General of Police ń ṣe, kí Inspector General of Police kàn fún wọn ní report tó máa fi mọ ibi tọ́wọ̀n ìjọba bọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ dé, tó yí pé kí ni ọ̀wọ́n ènìyàn kan ń sọ kátàkátà kìtìkìtì lọ́tún lọ́sì. Wọ́n ń purọ́ mọ́ ọlọ́pàá ń purọ́ mẹ́nìkan, wọ́n ń purọ́ mọ́ bàbá Mohbad, wọ́n ń purọ́ mọ́ Wùnmí. Kí wọ́n sọ fún ọlọ́pàá kan jáde, kan fún ọba ní òdodo ọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ Mohbad. So nǹkan tá a bá wá ní àwa tá ìdẹ̀ wá, ọgbọ̀n ẹ̀yin journalist tẹ wá láti Naija, ta lo 7 hours tá fi débí, àwọn tó ń wá láti ìlú mi gbogbo wọn la ìjọ wá síbí. So a fẹ́ kí gbogbo àgbáyé mọ̀ pé láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà à ń láti rí ìdájọ́ lọ́rọ̀ Mohbad. A dẹ̀ ní sinmi níbí o. Ẹ ṣé.
Thank you very much.
I need to talk to the TikTokers too. Let's see now. Are you live?
Yes, we are live, African TV.
We're waiting for refreshment. And then the question, are we live?
Yes, we are live, African TV.
Going to press
and we have African TV, if you can hear me. Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay, please let African TV help us to find out in Ikere Ekiti land, do we have how many obas do we have in the land? We want to know how many obas that we have in the land. They can find out for us, because we understand from Muiwa that there are 2 obas in the land, that they should go to one, that they should not have in the previous engagement.
Yes,
so if African
give me.
can help us ask maybe from the chiefs or whoever, how many obas do we have in Ikere Ekiti?
Okay, Chairman.
Yes, African TV.
Chairman.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. In the past, Muyiwa.
We can do the press conference now if you guys have any question, so that we don't delay. But I've sent for drinks, so we can have something to snack on.
Okay, African TV, can you hear me?
Okay, Chairman, your question is correct. Chairman, your question is correct. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay,
There are actually two kings.
Okay.
Sorry, thank you, Dad. Ariwo gan wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn. Ta ló ń pariwo lọ́hùn yẹn? Chairman, somebody is playing in the background.
No, not from here.
Kíní ti kúrò ní earpiece. Hello?
We can hear
Chairman.
you. We can hear you. I can hear
Chairman,
you.
okay, let me answer you. Slow down. There is an echo, there is a delay, and there is a noise from your side. There is a noise from your side, there is a delay from your side. So calm down, because you're making me scream as well here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead.
There are two kings in the land. Yes, there are two kings in the land. But this is the king responsible for Baba Mohbad. It's not recognized. Listen, guys. Correction. There is only one king. Correction. There is only one king. There is only one recognized king. There's only one recognized king. And that's where we are. Ibo ni wọ́n lọ. Man tó ń blow kìíní yẹn ni kó lọ ra drinks now. Ẹ má tiẹ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀. Just give him the money for drinks. Mama repeat. Okay, so sorry. Your question. Let's take the question, guys. People asking me question here, so social media, you guys hold on. TVC. I'm not going to call names because you just raise your hand, ask your question, and we deal with it one-on-one. So you guys can listen into their questions and their answer, please.
That's fine.
Kí ló dé? Ẹ kọ̀ ṣá drinks nǹkan tútù. Ẹ kọ̀ ra nǹkan tútù tán bí tá máa mú ẹjọ́ mineral or anything tó tútù ẹjọ́. Ẹ ná gbogbo owó yẹn ibi tó bá dé tó bá kù àtúnfin lórí sí. I'm ready. You guys speak. Ìwọ wá gbé ilé so that we can capture everything.
Your address here is
Jerry.
Huh? I said what you read there is self-explanatory. But in part of that, I want to ask one of the questions. So the first question
I'm listening to you, sir.
Philip, bring Jerry up. Let me go down. Bring Jerry up.
Organization interested in this.
Okay. Very good question. It's a long story, but I'll tell you. First, I left Nigeria September 21, 1986. I've been living abroad for the better part of my life. Now, I understand the way of abroad and I understand the way of Nigeria. And I've seen the development and I've seen the justice and fairness and equity and also the abuse in abroad. So with my experience as a diasporan, I feel that at this age, in my retirement period, the best thing I can leave as a legacy is to make sure that there is a justice reform in my country. You can see what's going on in America now. People being deported, people being kicked out after 20, 30 years. It's an injustice. When you claim that a baby born in America is no longer an American, it's an injustice. So I'm not saying that America or Europe is a better place. I had to bring that for you to understand that They are better in justice and equity. They also have their faults, but we have more faults. We have a long way to go to clean up our judicial system. So for me, as a Nigerian, the best thing I can leave for Nigeria is to make sure that we reform the justice system. The injustice, the abuse of power, the audacity and impunity in Nigeria is too prominent, is too visible that you can almost hold it. You can grab the injustice of Nigeria in your hand because every day somebody is being abused, every day somebody is getting killed, every day somebody is being forced, compelled to bribe. You know, you're in your right, but you have to bribe because you don't want to be delayed. You're in your right, you even have to beg because somebody knows a DPO or a senior person. So we need to let the government know that the police needs to be reformed. Now, this is not saying that the police is bad. What it really means is that we, the people, we have to police the police. We have to tell the police, you're my brother, you're my sister, you're my uncle, you're my son, you gotta do the right thing. So that is why we're involved. And look at Mohbad, a young upcoming star. Do you want to go through the DNA factor? Because DNA is also part of this Mohbad case. How many married women in Nigeria are sleeping with other men? Billions. Promiscuity is prominent in Nigeria. Housewives sleeping with young boys, sleeping with megad. And any of these instances can lead to murder. The wife of Mohbad has been accused of promiscuity. The wife of Mohbad has been accused of knowing what killed her husband. So we are interested in cleaning up the reputation of the Nigerian woman. We are fighting for DNA to be done. We are bringing a policy to Nigeria, we're lobbying for the law that every baby born in Nigeria, before you know your father's name, your father must know if you are his blood. Any man in Nigeria, before you give a child your name, before they issue a birth certificate, you must have a DNA certificate. This will help our young girls, upcoming wives, to behave. The fear of DNA would bring a cleaner marriage. Because when you know your husband is going to find out if this baby belongs to him, and he can find out for free, because we're going to offer it free. We're going to make it something accessible, where you can do a DNA for your son, your girl, before you give that baby your name. So these are the reasons why I'm involved in this case. And if you want to ask me, I've seen stories on TV. Children growing up 17, 20 years come to find out that the father is not the father. You can reference Oriyomi in Nigeria. And I can reference you to a million other TV shows in America and Europe. But nobody is talking about this. So this Wunmi case, DNA center in Nigeria.
What happened there? You're muted, Gary. Gary, you're muted.
When something goes wrong, who's muting? Jerry is muted. Mute. I can see my.
Oh, but you they're not hearing you.
It's here. Anyhow, that's the point here is when something goes wrong, everybody blames the police. Police is corrupt. Police has been bribed. Police is wicked. Police is not doing their job. So in this case of an impending investigation that has no clarity, no direct path, people are quick to blame the police. So what's causing the delay? Ask the police. I don't know. But what's on the social media is some kings are involved, some politicians are involved, some music industry are involved. So there's so many factors that we as the citizens determine. So that is why we're opening every box. I call them Pandora boxes. We are making sure that if it's the police, we file a petition to the police at Panti. We filed another one at Zone 2. In the past 2 weeks, I've been going to the police station to enforce these petitions and to make sure that police do their job. And so far, the police has been very cooperative with us. So we cannot blame the police until we give them something to work on and they don't work on it. Do you understand? So the investigation that they started, if they like, sleep on it. But what we bring upon the investigation that you claim you've been doing, when you don't act on it, then we know as a public, as a people, how to act on it. So I can't blame the police until the police fails me. And I cannot prove where police has failed in mohbad case, except maybe for the petition of mohbad that was not followed up, and the fact that the father of mohbad took the body to the police station and police did not give him a police report. But there are stories that actually comes out and vindicates the police in that case. The police is vindicated based on what's going on, that the man took the body there and certain things happened and the man took the body out. So until you engage the police yourself, you cannot say it's their fault. So that's my position. Next question.
Let me just ask please. You spoke about justice reform. And my question would be, what are your suggestions to ensure we have a better justice system in Nigeria?
I'm not clear. Repeat that.
You spoke about justice reform.
Yes.
That you return to Nigeria to work on justice reform for our country. Yeah. What are your suggestions to ensure that we have a reformed justice system in this country?
Suggestion number one.
Camera.
Thank you. Suggestion number one. Inspector General of Police, Attorney General of the nation, you must send every Nigerian, and I repeat, every Nigerian from the age of 7 to the age of 70, send them to a class for 4 weeks, a moral turpitude class. Then when they graduate from that class, they must have like your NIN or BVN certificate or number that shows that I am a Nigerian. I have been to a class. I've been taught the consequences of immorality. I understand for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. When you take somebody to a class, you make them understand the consequences of stealing, the consequences of price gouging, the consequences of price control, the consequences of bribery. When you teach every Nigerian this thing from 7 years to 70 years, if you don't have that license, you can't be on the street, you can't shop, you can't bank. We need to rebrand the name, the brain Nigeria. Every Nigerian is like a virus brain that needs to be cleaned up. When you clean it up and you begin to give them very strict laws, because if you've been to that class and you come out and you're doing something wrong, when they send you to the gallows, you can't say, oh, it was the devil that made me do it, because you've been told. That is the first recommendation. Every Nigerian, from the fuel station girl who's pumping your fuel and asking you anything for the girl, anything for the boy, and especially the police. You must do this to the police force, and then you police the police. Just having the police on the street is not good enough. You police the police, and I like what the police has been doing when they derank corrupt or bad behavior. I like that. We need more of that. We need stricter rules like that. So those are my immediate recommendations, subject to sitting in a committee. I think if you even work on that alone, you would have changed the brain and the perception of most Nigerians.
Jerry, mute. Jerry, mute.
That's it. And we will do ourselves.
MC Jerry.
Or you can continue. You can continue. You can continue. If you have any question, please do ask. If you have any question, ask.
Sweet sensation. This is a good thing. Your base is TV. There's a guy that looks like him.
Please, if you have any question, please ask question.
Just like you.
Panelists can ask questions.
Yes, you can ask question, ma.
Mr. Jerry. Okay, with the panelists can ask questions. Okay.
Okay, Jerry, before you started the...
Go ahead, ma.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
He was trying to explain about a king or no king, but because before time we understand that Muiwa said one particular claim should not be visited. So we really want to get clear.
Chairman, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right,
Chairman, can you hear me? Chairman, can you hear me?
Okay, African TV, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Don't ask that question again. We are in the palace. We cannot answer that question clearly because of conflict of interest.
Okay, help us do the investigation. That's what we need.
I already know the answer, but I cannot speak to you now.
Okay. That's fine. Thank you. Yeah. Panelists.
Any other question?
Any question from the panelists?
All I wanted to say actually, thank you for this brilliant and
drop pẹ̀lú yín chairman. Continue pẹ̀lú Jerry. Ta ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ mi ò gbọ́? Somebody's talking to you. It's not coming here.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Is it to you?
Richie, go ahead.
yeah, I just wanted to commend African TV for this journey and for bringing us closer to the foundation line of mohbad. And at this point, I have to say thank you for the effort and the time.
Please try and be audible, please.
Yeah, I just wanted to take the opportunity to say thank you for African TV for this journey and for bringing us closer to the roots of mohbad and Joseph Aloba himself. I have to say thank you. And the questions and the plea you have made to the king is quite very relevant. And with this, we hope that the king will actually intercept. Get involved in what needs to be done about this situation. Most especially when you actually raise the concern for the king to use his power and the authority to influence the police themselves. Thank you once again for considering. Thank you.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you.
Thank you, Richie. Cross Queen.
Yes, I'm here.
Crunch Queen, where are you, my sister?
I'm here. I'm good. African TV. I have a lot to say. I'll just try to be saying them as it comes to mind. Number one, we appreciate what you are doing. You know, it's so ironical that this is a palace that Baba Mohbad has not even deemed it to visit since this incident occurred. He has not deemed it to visit his own home state to see the king and make a request, official request for him to intervene on the demise of his son. And ironically, in the sense that the same person they have victimized over and over and over again, in the person of Mr. Larry Omodia, is right here at Ikere Ekiti. Still life. The same person is still here fighting, getting justice for your son, using every legal means, to create awareness for mohbad. So once again, we say thank you, Mr. Larry Omodia, for the time, for the energy, for the resources that you have put into this movement. And we also want to appreciate Supreme Iron Lady in absentia for what she's doing under G. She's doing a lot. She's doing a lot. So Supreme Iron Lady, we acknowledge you and we say thank you. And to all members of African TV team, we say thank you for all of you that made the trip. 7 hours is no joke. Nigeria Road for that matter. We salute you. We say thank you. And for we, the soldiers, the millions out there, burning time, energy, data, resources, I also say thank you. Well done for standing your ground, for being unmovable. Despite all the banters, despite all the insults, we say thank you for all you do. No retreat, no surrender. Mohbad will not die in vain. And for everyone involved, they will go down. We don't want to know. The Alobas family, get ready. The public is coming for you. You will go down for your complicity. For your complicity in this matter. You are not innocent. Your hands are all dirty. Your hands are soiled with blood. That is why you cannot sue one another. That is why Baba Mohbad cannot petition Iya Mohbad for all the grievous allegations Iya Mohbad has made. That is why Baba Mohbad cannot even petition Wunmi for wrongful death of Mohbad. All your hands are dirty. Your hands are filled with blood. The public is standing away from you people. We will get justice for Mohbad. I will say it over and over and over. We don't need the Alobas family. And what is happening right now at Ikere Ekiti is a testament that we don't need the Alobas family. Justice for Mohbad. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Crunch Coin. Thank you for that wonderful eulogy to everyone. African TV, are you there? Can you listen to us? Phoenix, do you want to say something, Phoenix?
Yeah. First, let's greet the Abba and members of the royal family and his cabinet. And African television, thank you so much. You've done remarkably well. I'm very much impressed. Also, I'd like to thank everyone else, like Supreme and Ada, Yummy, everyone that's fighting for justice. Everyone. Mohbad must get justice. He deserves justice. So once again, African television, thank you so very much.
Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you, Phoenix. Who is there too? Andy. Andy, can we hear you? Andy, are you able to speak? Can we hear you? Andy, Jerry, can we hear you now? Can you speak to us?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, please.
Oh, you're Jerry. We have another Jerry. Yeah.
Okay, so MC Jerry, can you bring us up to speed with what is happening live on direct?
Yes, just now the king has finished the meeting with his chiefs, but the executives are having another meeting after meeting, just to still deliberate on this issue. But from what we've seen here today, it's 100% possible that the king is giving a cooperating attitude towards the petition brought by African Foundation for Justice Reformed. So we are hoping to see something very, very interesting to come out of this case. As you can see, the chiefs are all departing after the meeting. So they are departing. So it's a full house. All the chiefs are here present. All of them are here present. So that shows that it's a serious matter that needs serious attention.
Okay.
They were already expecting us.
Okay, speaking of which, you are in Ikere now. Is it possible that the train can visit the Mohbad's Alobas? Is it something that...
Yes, we are actually, I wanted to suggest that to my boss. I'm sure that's one of the plans he has. That's why we're staying over.
Oh, that's a very good one.
That's one of the plans he has. So we're still going to be on that. Sir, they said we can visit the Aloba house.
Yeah, we'll find out. Let's get to hotel first. When we settle into hotel for the evening, we can go to Aloba house and come back and show you guys what we discover. Good question. Thank you,
That's a very good one. Thank you, African TV. Thank you, MC Jerry. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. I'm still with you.
Yeah, no problem. So, from the panelists, do we have anything for Jerry?